From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Friday, February 26, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. After fleeing from police a second time, Ignacio Beato has been arrested in Florida. Beato is the Hazleton area realtor accused of cheating families out of their homes. U.S. Marshals Services found Beato in Simone County in Florida this morning, 7 weeks after he failed to show up for a court hearing. Beato was arrested back in November at the Orlando airport after returning on a flight from the Dominican Republic. After that arrest, Beato posted bail but failed to appear in court in January. Beato is facing housing fraud charges in Luzerne County after investigators say he took money from people in Hazleton who thought they were buying homes legally in Hazleton. However, those homes were already owned by other people. The people who bought the homes were then evicted. Beato is currently behind bars and was not given bail at this time. Luzerne County District Attorney Stephanie Salavantis said Beato will soon be brought back to the area to face those charges. A Mahanoy City woman is headed to court on charges she suffocated a 15-month-old girl. 52-year-old Patrina Hoffman will stand trial on criminal homicide, aggravated assault, and several related charges. District Judge Anthony Kilker sent all 7 charges against her to court. 15-month-old Nevaeh Doyle was found dead inside Hoffman's home on January 10th. EMT personnel said when they arrived on scene and found the child dead, it appeared she'd been dead for several hours. Testimony also showed Hoffman herself had called County 911 and told it, "I have a dead baby." One responder testified that Hoffman said she went to sleep and woke up to find the child dead. There was no testimony as to what actually caused the death, and no trial date has been set yet. Fatal accident along Interstate 80 in the Poconos this morning. It happened on 80 eastbound in Long Pond around 6 o'clock this morning. One vehicle went off the roadway and crashed. The coroner was called to the scene. There were 3 people in the car, 2 taken to local hospitals. Details haven't been released yet. A former slot supervisor at Mohegan Sun Poconos in Plain Township is accused of stealing over $26,000 from the casino. 41-year-old James Clayton Benchkowski of Duryea is charged with 2 counts of theft and 1 count of receiving stolen property. Police said the thefts happened between May of 2014 and this past September. A slot supervisor is responsible for resolving guest disputes regarding slot machines. Another employee reported seeing Benchkowski engaged in what he called suspicious activity. That led to an audit, which led to those charges. Residents in one part of Mahanoy City lost water service thanks to someone that hit a fire hydrant. Workers from the Mahanoy Township Water Authority were out on Mahanoy Avenue to fix the water main break. We spoke with Joseph Fegley, General Manager for the water company, about that break.
We are notified through Mahanoy City Borough, and right now we're in the process of getting it shut down. And we have 3 blocks out of water right now between Catawissa and D Street. Approximately about 40 to 45 customers. Right now there is a valve on it, but it was broke behind the valve, so now we got to shut the system down and dig it up and repair it.
Fegley said they are not exactly sure how the hydrant got hit to cause the break in the line. The Good American Fire Company was called in to pump out basements in the area that were flooded due to that break. Active adults can lace up their sneakers and head out to the Health and Wellness Center at Hazleton for a special fitness program. Our Julie Stefanovich has the details.
It's never too late to get in shape or to stay in shape. The Health and Wellness Center at Hazleton is now accepting Silver Sneaker Fitness members. The nationwide program is a benefit included in over 65 Medicare health plans. It helps active adults to improve their overall well-being and lifestyle.
Basically gives them the amenities to come here, work out, decrease blood pressure, any type of vitals that, maybe have high risk for this or high risk for that. And it gives them a good opportunity to have a first-class fitness center, medical fitness facility to come here and work out.
Members have access to exercise classes, online education, and fitness equipment. We spoke with Jerry Dorenzo about the benefits of joining Silver Sneakers.
They have classes, you have the availability of vital sign checks and people watching you, and it certainly was a great fortune for me because we paid the full amount for many years, and my husband and I are now with Silver Sneakers.
We also asked Jerry about her exercise regimen.
I do the FX, I do the treadmill, I do the upper body exercise, I use the weight sometimes, I do the rowing machine, I use it all. I do it for cardiovascular, and it keeps my blood pressure down.
To join the program, you can visit silversneakers.com or log on to lvhn.org. You may also call the Fitness Center at 570-501-6750 and speak with a professional trainer for more information. In Hazel Township, for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thank you, Julie. Well, it's time now for our first look at our forecast. From rain to snow and now sunshine. It certainly has been a crazy weekend weather, but what can we expect this weekend? Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with the details. Joe?
Hey, thank you very much, Ann. Definitely a very chilly day across all of northeastern Pennsylvania today, and the sun came out. Overall, looking pretty good as we head into the evening. No travel problems to be concerned about if you have to do any traveling through this evening. Not much going on throughout the state of Pennsylvania. In fact, literally nothing, just a couple of clouds here and there. And you can see these 24-hour high temperatures. Quite chilly compared to what we've been used to the prior days, but we got some warmer weather to talk about in our forecast. Temperature-wise, though, right now, 26 in New Angola, 33 in Berwick, and 31 in Mahanoy City. Complete 7-day forecast coming up in just a few. Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next with Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf, diagnosed with prostate cancer, WYLN's Gary Perna sat down with an oncologist about the disease, along with what to look for and how it can be treated. Plus, a look at tomorrow's American Cancer Society telethon and how you can spin your way to raise some money. More news, weather, and sports is coming your way only on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, weather with meteorologist Joe Garbacik, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis.
We're having an open house and you're invited.
So, you're ready for a new mattress. Nice. Are you thinking traditional innerspring hybrid gel or latex memory foam? Is Sealy Posturepedic, Optimum, or at Stearns & Foster the right choice for you? Well, at Grand Central, our mattress professionals make it easy. Right now, get huge savings on Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Get free delivery and pay no interest when paid in full within 48 months. So come in for the best rest of your life. Grand Central. We speak Sealy.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Prostate cancer has been thrown back into the mainstream media lately since Governor Tom Wolf announced that he is going through prostate cancer. So we thought it was a good idea to talk to a doctor right here at the Lehigh Valley Health Network's Cancer Center in Hazleton to see what some of the procedures that people can go through, what are the signs and symptoms that someone may see to maybe get checked and see to a doctor. So Dr. Michael Evans is joining me, who works here at the Cancer Center. And Dr. Evans, what are some of the things you could talk to us about prostate cancer? You know, if someone may feel something, or what are some of the signs that are brought on that, you know, they said maybe we should go see a doctor?
Well, prostate cancer is very common, first of all, so I think that's why it's very important. But it's also not all created equal. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, most people who develop prostate cancer are asymptomatic at the time when they develop or when the disease is discovered. Mm-hmm. And because prostate cancer so frequently can be very slow to grow, and slow to cause symptoms, a lot of the time not knowing is not necessarily a bad thing. So I think the challenges with prostate cancer are knowing when to be concerned, when not to be concerned, and really working with your doctor on understanding the best way to do surveillance for a given individual, and really individualizing that approach.
So if someone, would be diagnosed by their doctor, what are some of the things that, they may go through, and how important is it to be screened? I mean, this is something, they say maybe you should do it, when you turn 50, is to have a prostate exam, but for some people who may have it in their family, it's important to go earlier.
Yeah, I think those are really good points. I think starting at the age of 50, that's when the risk for prostate cancer goes up for men. It's a little bit different depending on your ethnicity. For African Americans, it actually starts to go up when you're in your 40s. Family history is also very important. If you have a family history of prostate cancer, you could be 2 times more likely than somebody else to develop prostate cancer in your life. The challenge is finding the right type of screening, because there are tests that are very, very sensitive. If you do a test that's too sensitive, you might find more prostate cancer than you would otherwise, but then you run into the challenge of subjecting these men to prostate biopsies when their cancer really wasn't causing them any harm and might not have caused them any harm in the long run anyway. So right now what some of the national guidelines are recommending are the use of a PSA over the age of 50, and then depending on how high the level is, repeating it or going on to a biopsy. So that along with a prostate exam is really what we're doing for screening. And I think every person who's worried about prostate cancer or their risk of prostate cancer should have a talk with their doctor, because by doing more vigilant screening and surveillance, you're opening yourself up to invasive procedures and biopsies that may not be necessary. So that's why I think it starts with a good conversation with your doctor, so that you know what you're going to do with the different types of information you might get from the screening.
And of course, that's the most important part, is to just keep an open line of communication with your doctor, and especially for men who reach close to that, that age 50, to make sure that they do get an exam and make sure that they are, ready for whatever may be out there. All right. Well, Dr. Evans, thank you so much for talking to us real quick here, getting this information out. We thought it was real important to talk about this. And, of course, we are talking about this right before we start our telethon here on WYLN. So, of course, a lot of great information for you over the next day or so here on WYLN. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Boy, I hope I win tonight.
Why?
It's tax time, and I have to get my taxes done.
Well, why don't you try Honest Abe's tax service? The most you'll pay is $75 to $125. They say don't stress, pay less.
What's that name again?
Honest Abe's Business and Tax Service. 310 South Church Street, Hazleton, 570-861-8297.
We're here. We're here to fight this. We're here with board-certified oncologists. We're here with access to genetic counseling, clinical trials, and the most advanced treatment options. We're here with the strength of the region's leading health network. And now we're here in Hazleton, the new LVHN Cancer Center. We're here for you.
Hello, I'm Paul Esposito Jr. from Victoria's Candies. My family has been serving the Hazleton and surrounding area since 1934. Our secret family recipes and time-tested techniques of making fine candy have made Victoria's Candies your choice for nearly 4 generations. We specialize in Easter baskets and hollow-filled eggs, and we make our own chocolate molds, like the Easter Bunny, the Last Supper, the Cross, an iPod, a cell phone, or a guitar, just to name a few. Shop where the Easter Bunny shops, Victoria's Candies.
Well, it's cold outside. We got the cold weather in place, but overhead we got mostly clear skies, a couple of those high, thin cirrus clouds present, a little bit of a wind from time to time. So again, making it feel a little colder than what the actual air temperature indicates. But we got some warmer weather to talk about in our 7-day forecast. We're going to get to that in a little bit. But first, on to the graphic for the day. And definitely was different. Officially, we still are in winter, as you know. Spring doesn't officially get here until we get into about the third week of March. And we know anything can happen, even as we are into March, as I like to call it, the March madness of weather. Anything can happen. We can have warm days, we can have relatively cold days, and this time around, as we end of February, it's kind of cold, but it's going to get warmer across our area as we go into especially the second part of the weekend and early next week. Nothing to show you. Live 35 Skycast Doppler from Wilkes-Barre through Scranton, Berwick, Bloomsburg, Danville, all points at this time remaining dry. We're at 26 degrees. Our live Lehigh tire conditions outside our television station in Hazleton, and occasionally we get a little bit of a wind out there, but again, it's not too bad, but any little wind we get, it does make it feel colder than what the actual air temperature indicates. It's 24 now, Mount Pocono 30, Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport 34 degrees in Williamsport, 34 in Selinsgrove, and it's in the 20s as you head out toward the western part of the state of Pennsylvania. Up in the Wyoming Valley area, temperatures upper 20s to lower 30s. Satellite and radar, really not much to talk about. Really nothing across the Northeast. It's quiet. It'll stay quiet as we head through the overnight hours. As we go into tomorrow, things looking pretty nice across our area. It's looking even better temperature-wise going into our Sunday and early next week with those warmer temperatures. Tonight dropping down into the teens. It's a cold one out there. Tomorrow getting up into the 30s. Some areas will be in the 40s, and then it gets milder. Very nice as we go into our Sunday. High temperatures I think you're going to like. So the warmer air is going to start to make its way into our area, especially by the second part of the weekend and as we start going into next week. Extended forecast looking like this. And what we can expect over the next couple of days, looking very nice for the telethon tomorrow, which we'll have for you on YLN from 11 to 11. 32 degrees and dry. Looking good, 47. Some areas in the 50s as we go into our Sunday. And look at those numbers, pretty good right through the middle part of next week. Then it gets a little bit colder by the ending part of the week. Our daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers, the pick 265, the pick 3 064, and the pick 4 1710. Pick 5 numbers 89451, and the treasure hunt numbers 1, 3, 4, 18, and 29. Stick around. We'll have a lot more for you coming up after these commercial messages.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, and outside grill and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Hello, I am Eric DeBaradinas from WYLN TV. Please join us this year as the Hazleton unit of the American Cancer Society presents the 38th annual telethon on the road to wellness. The telethon will be held Saturday, February 27th at our new home, the Health and Wellness Center at Hazleton. WYLN will be broadcasting live from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The telethon is made possible by these sponsors.
WYLN is proud to announce a huge technical upgrade to our channels that will bring a better digital picture and expanded coverage area to viewers all over northeastern and central Pennsylvania. In addition to Channel 35.1 in Hazleton, you can watch a crystal clear picture in Berwick and Columbia County on Channel 47.1 and in East Stroudsburg on Channel 24.1. And we're proud to announce Pennsylvania's newest TV station, Channel 9.1 in Williamsport, serving Lycoming, Montour, Northumberland, and Union counties. Now more than ever, WYLN is your local network.
We would like to remind everyone that the 38th Annual American Cancer Society Telethon will be held tomorrow at its newest location, the Health and Wellness Center at Hazleton, from 11 a.m. until 11 p.m. This year's theme is On the Road to Wellness. The day will feature live music and entertainment, WYLN personalities, bake sales, tricky trays, and a free health fair. The public is encouraged to stop by and take part in this very important event. Phone banks will be open so that viewers can call in and make a pledge. WYLN will be broadcasting live all day, so if you can't be there in person, be sure to tune in for all of the coverage. To make a donation, you can dial 570-459-1212 beginning at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you stop by the Health and Wellness Center at Hazleton tomorrow, you can get involved and help raise money during Fight for Cancer Spin-a-thon. The event will take place at the Wellness Center's Fitness Center during the telethon tomorrow. Today, WYLN spoke with Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton's Community Relations Specialist Lisa Marie Halecki about this special event that begins at 9 a.m.
Fitness Center is going to be holding a Fight for Cancer Spin-a-thon, and the whole process of the Spin-a-thon is to encourage the public to come out, take a spin class. It's $6 for each class, and the proceeds go towards the American Cancer Society. So even if you're a beginner like myself, or you're an experienced indoor cycler, we are encouraging you to come out. You can call the Fitness Center at 570-501-6750 to get a team together, just yourself, and register, or you can stop in tomorrow during the telethon and see if there's any openings of classes, and we'd love to have you, and let's fight for cancer.
Fitness Center Supervisor Joe Stanavage said there are still openings available in the afternoon, and you are urged to call and sign up early.
My staff, the girls, Janet, Katie, Michael, we put up a bunch of, and Amanda, put up a bunch of papers so that you dedicate your spin class to a person, an individual, yourself, whatever it may be that either had cancer or has cancer, whatever it is. So it's a great cause, and all the donations and proceeds are going to be helping that out.
To sign up, you can call that number 570-501-6750, or you can stop by the Fitness Center during the American Cancer Society telethon. And again, all the proceeds from this event will go directly towards the telethon. Coming up next, Eric DeBardinas is in with sports here on WYLN Plus. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will have one final look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Watch Off the Beaten Path on WYLN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed.
Mohegan Sun Arena set to host District 2 basketball championships for the first time starting tonight. One of those games is a rematch of last year's title between Hazleton and Pittston. A year ago, the Lady Patriots overcame a halftime deficit to knock off the Lady Cougars in the Quad A final. This year, Hazleton has already beaten Pittston twice, and they're ready and relishing the opportunity for a rematch when it truly matters.
We don't want to duck anybody. We want people. We want to play people, and you know, it's a good rivalry, and that's what high school sports are about. And they're fired up too because they thought they should have won the league last year, this year, and bottom line is it's going to be a fun game. But Pittston's strength is, I said it all the time. I've said it at the All-Star meeting. They don't have maybe a great player, right? Like we have like Mac, but they have 6 really good players, and their balance gives you problems.
You have to watch everybody, and you have to be aware of everyone, and that's what we're going to have to do. And that's what we've been doing, and we're just going to hopefully come out on top and just stay tough, just like we always do. Run and press their brains in, and we're just going to stay within ourselves and hopefully come out on top, because they are a tough team, but so are we.
So familiar territory for Hazleton area, unfamiliar territory for Mahanoy area, who shocked Shenandoah Valley in the semis. Lady Bears versus Lady Devils epitomized an old sports cliche. It's not over till it's over. Mahanoy trailed for over 31 minutes, but sophomore Megan Bisco changed that in a big way with a game-winning 3 with less than 5 seconds remaining. The Golden Bears now brimming with confidence heading into the district final for the first time since 1998 when they won it, and then they went on to win the state title.
We don't talk a lot about it, but I can see the determination in their faces that they really believe that we can win it. And when I took the job 2 years ago, we talked about getting a banner for these girls. I didn't expect it this fast. I mean, I had no idea what I was getting into, but I'm lucky I have great kids. I have great kids.
Keep your head in it. It is never over in a basketball game because it could go from how many turnovers to getting rebounds. Hopefully, maybe we'll win the whole thing, but we're just going after districts right now, one step at a time. We're going to make a show there.
Mahanoy takes on Tri-Valley from Martz Hall Saturday at 1. So a few games tomorrow, but 7 title games tonight featuring local schools. Again, it's Hazelton-Pittston that tips at 6:30 at Mohegan Sun Arena. Holy Redeemer and Holy Cross played before that. In AA, the Lady Crusaders handed the Lady Royals their first loss of the season back in December, but Redeemer on an 11-game winning streak. On to the boys District 2 side. Berwick has already secured a state playoff berth, now going for yet another upset of top-seeded Scranton Prep. In District 11, the Shenandoah boys looking to ride momentum from a big semifinal comeback. They face Notre Dame East Stroudsburg in the single-A final, while Pottsville and Blue Mountain meeting for the 4th time this season in the AAA title game. And the D11 girls has Minersville versus Pine Grove in AA, and Pottsville versus Nazareth in Quad A. Tonight on Late Edition Sports, we'll have you covered with the championship highlights, but next, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast. Stay tuned.
WYLN TV 35 has strong ties to the community, as evident in its commitment to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hand Society telethons. WYLN's commitment to northeastern Pennsylvania continues with a broadcast of Hazelton's Funfest Parade and both the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants of Spare Hill Climb, and throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other events. WYLN, we're your local network.
If you're not in danger and you see a crime, text 274-637, 274-637, 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. Text 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. No one will know your identity.
Now helping to solve or prevent the crime is just a text away. Text my tips to the word crimes and let the law help you.
Well, all is clear on the home front. The state of Pennsylvania, really nothing going on, and it's going to continue to be quiet as we head through the overnight hours, and as we head into the weekend. At this point, it is shaping up to be pretty nice. It's kind of cold today, but we got some milder weather to talk about in the 7-day forecast, and it's going to feel pretty nice as we start going into our Sunday with those temperatures continuing to be on the increase. Extended forecast looking like this, and what we can expect over the next couple of days. It does look nice. 4 hours Saturday, and the telethon, it is looking very nice. It'll be dry, sunshine, some clouds around. It'll be milder than today in the 30s, and then we're up into the 40s, some areas in the 50s for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. Things shaping up to be pretty nice as well. We're up into the 40s. Again, some areas will hit 50, if not lower 50s. And then it gets a little bit colder going into the ending part of next week. Daytime highs generally only in the 30s, but overall weekend shaping up to be very nice.
Well, that is exciting because, like we keep saying, there's no excuse not to come out and check out the American Cancer Society telethon. It's from 11 a.m. until 11 p.m. We will all be there, and of course, you know, the people that you really want to speak to, the survivors, and congratulate them, and just being able to hear their stories is something, you know, that you want to be a part of, and hopefully you at home will want to be a part of it too, whether you can head up to the Health and Wellness Center at Hazelton or just watch here live on WYLN for all 12 hours. We'll see you tomorrow.